It is truly the delusion for me. It is truly the delusion for me. And the audacity. And that's why some people that are in the bottom are there, and I don't think they quite understand why. But we're going to break it down and talk about it. Because I think America, I think we agree. I'm fine with everybody that is in the bottom. But how do we get here? Okay, how do we get here? Destiny, destiny, destiny. Girl, I really was rooting for you. I really, really was. But I'm just like, I'm so confused. And she has really been giving kind of mean girl vibes and just have a nasty attitude. And I just don't get it. I know sometimes our feelings can get hurt. Even if I don't agree or feel like our feelings should have been hurt early on. Because sometimes how you were treated early on can change just kind of how you move. Because you have a chip on your shoulder. Or maybe you felt like stuff should have went a different way. But overall, even aside, I mean, Harrison was a little different. I don't think he moved as though he was so into you. But Jonah, he was there. He was with you. You were there for a moment, and then it was like, no. So I'm so confused when it comes to you being so upset. I get confused while she's so upset about Jonah and Amani when she was clearly so happy about Mike. And you're giving this mean girl vibe. I feel like she's trying to isolate Amani, like by kind of continuously perpetuating this thing that is not real. That girl did not do anything to you at all, but come in and do what she was supposed to do. She was supposed to come in. She's been there for 2 days. She's supposed to talk to people. You did not make it seem like you and Jonah were in some kind of tight couple. You were smiling and kikiing, and you think people didn't see that? We saw you. She saw you. He saw you. Everybody saw you smiling and hugging Mike. And then some of the stuff they didn't see on your date, you were so happy. So why does Jonah not deserve that? Is it because you were not, yours didn't go the way you quite planned? What is it? Is it the ego? Because we have to separate ego. And we're going to get into Keenan because Keenan has an ego problem too. Carmen may have some ego problems, but we're going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, it's just, I don't like the way I feel like she's trying to isolate Amani kind of from, because you're coming in as a bombshell. And let me just say that, because sometimes I know, because I can get caught up. It's a lot of bombshells I have not liked, but it is some, of course, that we've liked. But it's tough because you're coming in, and for the most part, everybody's coupled up, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 by the time you get there. What is she to do? What options does she have? And so the best thing that she can do, obviously, first is find out who she has chemistry with, kind of as she navigates. But certainly, if she feels like the relationship is not as solid, then, or she doesn't want to get caught up in any foolishness, then I'm going to go with who seems readily available. You made Jonah seem available. You made Jonah feel like he was available, like he should. Now, obviously, this was some kind of agreement that you guys had on some level to be open, but I'm willing to bet, I don't know, but just from what I saw of Jonah with you, it seemed like he was willing to be there, but understood what the game is, how it goes, so you will go on dates. And it wasn't like you chose the date, America chose the date for you, and you were in the mic, and nobody is accusing you of something horrible for being in the mic. Fine. However, don't have beef with Jonah for doing what you do. And then just the humbling experience of you thought, because you thought America was backing you, and we were up to a point, but girl, we don't back foolishness. We don't support the foolishness. Because I think she thought she could move however she wanted. And when she heard that, yeah, no, girl, we're not for it. Nope. The look of shock and just where she had to eat those words. Because, what did she say? Because America voted me. Because obviously they felt that blah, blah, blah. No, we felt like it's time to go if you can't get yourself together. Get it together. Now, Kenan. Same thing like Destiny, very similar. You push this testing. Now you're in your feelings because she tested. And this is downright just manipulative. It's downright just, it irks me. I can't stand a man who does this. And I really rooted for you. And just, even if stuff is something that is not good, I felt like you've been honest in some ways. But Lord have mercy. Come on. You want to test every time. And I think I was even willing to give you a benefit of the doubt again, which I mean, I was still going to have my eye on you, but to go back to KK after you were talking to Amani, like you were still trying to push this, I'm open and I'm gonna, I'm still like, so either you open or you're not. So why are you mad at KK if you still open? So you did all this just to go back and tell Amani that you were still open and willing, and like, come on, what are we doing? Why are you holding up KK's process? And then you can say maybe he doesn't feel like he's holding it up. But you're holding it up if I can every time I talk to somebody, you're in your feelings. I can't express myself because you're giving me your words may say one thing, but your actions are showing another. Like, come on, Keenan. That's why you're in the bottom. You're messing up a good thing. At this point, we're too far in for you to keep either you want it or you don't. And nobody would even fault you. I mean, of course, nobody's feeling like how the whole move. I get it. Feelings, attachments. But just, it would be so much more respect if you just moved on. Even if you don't even know where you're going. But don't hedge your bets with me. If I was KK, I would not hedge my bets with Keenan. Like, you got to show your worth. Don't let anybody just disrespect you like no. Because what I really think is, because I thought Keenan played the game where he really kind of wheeled KK in just enough to get her away from Mike, but you still going to do what you want to do. But then I'm going to get you enough away from Mike that I'll still have you in the Bama should I need you. KK, go on ahead about your business, girl. Go ahead about your business. And let me tell you, I'm not mad with Amani. Amani has been there 2 days. Now, let me be quite honest. Now, I don't really think her and Keenan are going to go anywhere. But if they, what that shall be seen. We don't even know if Keenan's staying, honey. But I do like Amani and Jonah. And I think that when she has seen how America votes and how we like what we like, that may put pause on Keenan if there was ever going to be anything. Now, is that playing the game? Yes. So, but everybody's playing in some regard. But it's been 2 days. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because it's been 2 days. I would stop at Jonah right now because I think that it's a vibe there. I love it. He has openly pursued her and shown that obviously I'm willing to step away from Destiny. Obviously, it's a lot that goes into that we've discussed. But he's shown it that, like, I'm good. We good. Like, I'm with you. If you with me, we are good. So, and I love that. That takes a lot, given sometimes the situation, the tension, especially given the situation like with Destiny and the pettiness on the bed, like just the foolishness. I could say he is open and ready. Girl, go ahead, okay? But again, I get trying to figure your way out. But girl, if it were me, girl, I'd stay with Jonah because it's fun. It's a vibe. Don't get caught up in that foolishness with Keenan, whatever. We got to get it together. So, KK, free yourself. Amani, don't you get into that mess. Don't do it. Don't do it. And Miss Carmen. Carmen. She is one of these calculated people who think she's got it all figured out, who I think she thinks that she can rely on her pretty. And I think she's a pretty girl. Like, she, initially when she came on, I really liked her vibe. I really thought she was fun and that. But girl, America has not forgiven you because people really went off. They was going off on Victor and this one and, because of, how they thought that he did. But you showed your character and it's really going to be hard for you to come back from it. So the way she was sitting up there in the game and she really was surprised it was her. No, we don't like you, girl. And I think she thought like when it was like the couples, no, Kenzo's not the problem. And America, it's you. We don't like you. Not Kenzo, not Marco, some people got issue with Marco, but not me, girl. I don't. I like Marco. And even when he said the little comment about Cassie and the sloppy seconds, I get everything. He's an outspoken person and sometimes stuff does not have to be said. But what I will say is like, what I do a lot of times is just on the show, I've just learned to do it. And I'm sure we all learn to do it, but you kind of have to look in the downtime. In the background, those times where I don't think they're as focused on the camera. Now, don't get me wrong now. It's some definitely calculated people who know that the camera's always rolling and kind of have these subtle things that they do to try to fool us. But just little things. Like when he was talking to KK and he could tell that she was a little upset. And just like, you're a queen. Like, and he told her before, I think it was last episode, you don't have to put up with this. When he was talking to Jonah, he's just very real, like from what I've seen thus far. When he was talking to Jonah, or Jonah was talking to him rather, and it was kind of just talking about the situation with Destiny and the frustration when they were in the beds, when they were about to go to bed. And I think, was it Destiny to start coming in? And Hannah started coming in. It was like, oh, okay, well, like just keeping it in between us. Like, so, so it doesn't have to turn into something. And so you have that privacy and respect. I like Marco. I really do like Marco. I like Hannah. I think they are fun. I think they're unproblematic. That is the word that we are trying to reach for so many of these islanders, okay? Cassie, girl, we don't like the foolishness that you bring, the immaturity sometimes. Like, it's just, I like Leo to a point. He can be annoying sometimes. Do I fully trust his actions and motives? But no, but I do think that he understands that it would not be a good look to keep switching about. So I think he gets that it would be better to stay where he's at, not cause any trouble, and then try to go for the win. Calculated, yes. Smart, yeah. Unlike Carmen, I think she thought she could switch and do all this and that, and then, no, we're not for it. And then just, no. But Bergie, I'm so happy for Bergie. Bergie hasn't had that many lines lately. He's been just whipping up stuff in the kitchen. He does give advice when needed. But I'm rooting for Bergie, and I'm so glad that America's rooting for Bergie. I've had mixed feelings about him, going home, but I'm hoping. It doesn't look like it from what I saw, but we're going to see, because you can't go by looks. But we shall see. But I do like, from a character standpoint, that people got to see that America has standards and we like good people. So if you show yourself as a good person, we will rock with you in a couple, not in a couple, whatever. So Bergie, yes, sit down. We got you, okay? Hannah, we got you. Kenzo, you're right. You don't say nothing. You don't do nothing. You're not in nobody's business. You mind the business that pays you. I love it, okay? KK, the people who are unproblematic are sitting there. Leo, you've caused havoc before. Cassie, Carmen, who else, y'all? Because I can't even get these people. Lord, Destiny. And Destiny, girl, with all that big talk you did. I still like Emily, by the way. I know, like, she could be playing the game because Harrison, I don't know. But I appreciate her humor. I appreciate that she seems to be very honest, almost to a fault. But Destiny, girl, she did all that big talk about, I could go home and this and that and this and that. Okay, well, let's see if we're going to put that to the test. Let's just see. Keenan, I think he's going to realize and eat his little words because he sees that we're not about the foolishness. Harrison, I actually felt a little bad because he's been showing a little bit of personality, but he could go. And I'd be okay. I'd be okay. Yeah, who else? Because it's like, Lord, I can't even remember. But nonetheless, y'all, for me, I'm trying to think. I think Harrison's going home, point blank, period. So that's who I think is going home. You let me know in the comments. As far as the women, I think it's down to Des. It could be Emily, but I would be surprised if it wasn't Destiny or Carmen. I really think Carmen left a bad taste in people's mouth with what she did because people went so hard at Victor. Trying to stand up for her and Bergie, and then come to find out you were the problem. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk. You make sure you meet me in the comments because I talk back. Be sure to like, share, and we're going to talk about it. All right. Talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. Peace, love, many blessings.